What's up, Kansas City? This is Max Groove with another interview here in the studios with James Hathaway, keyboardist extraordinaire and chairman of the prestigious Kansas City Musicians Foundation, Mutual Musicians Foundation, which is a landmark here in Kansas City and the world. Been voted #1 club in the world, jazz club in the world. Welcome, James.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Man, so glad to have you in the studios today.
Yeah,
this is excellent, man. Hey, why don't you tell, well, you're a keyboardist. I know you're the chairman of the board at the Mutual Musicians Foundation. Why don't you tell something about yourself and, you know, like, were you born here in Kansas City?
No, I'm a transplant from St. Louis.
St. Louis?
Yeah, I come from St. Louis. I came here in 1980 to work on the railroad as a young man. I'd already gone to college playing music and did a little traveling. I came here and just ironic, I met Dahu, one of our old bassists. He brought me over to the foundation. I came in 1980 and I got involved with all those 80-year-old men. They schooled me along. It was kind of like being in an episode of Sanford & Son.
I bet it was.
They brought me along and told me how my version of the blues wasn't what they knew. Oh, you got college boy blues. And then I started learning and melding, and I found out that I had come home. I felt at home. I had come to a place where these guys had welcomed me, and they were older than my grandparents. And then I just got in there and learned, and they told me my job was to one day take over the foundation and help run it.
Wow,
and they sit me down and school me, and I never would have thought that one day I'd be the guy sitting there running it. But those old men always told me that. And they moved on, so we made it a point to put our time and effort in to try to keep this going.
So, that's incredible. They knew back then that you were going to run the foundation.
Yeah, they always sat there and told me this, like, what you going here to do.
Well, man, you know, you've done a jam-up job of taking it from where it was to where it is now.
Thank you.
How much is, I was there, you know. I've been blessed enough to play there a lot. A bunch of times you've hired me. But I've seen it. I was there back in the 70s and all through the 80s. Its prestige is worldwide now, you know. So you've been playing piano your whole life?
Yeah, my whole life. I always wanted to play the drums, but when I grew up, my father said, "Oh,
well, you were a drummer, right?"
That was percussion. That's what I went to school to do. Had a scholarship and everything. I love percussion. I beat on everything. You can walk around my mother's house and just see beat marks on everything. Still to this day. But but everybody always told me, drummers are dumb. They stupid. They can't read music. And I said, I can read music because I learned to play the piano.
Right.
And I tried to put the piano on the back burner. And then as time went on, I had to come back to it. And now at the age I'm at now, my diabetes has got my legs so bad that I got to play the piano. I can't
do it. Well, you're going to be a drummer. Well, your dad, I remember your dad, you saying your dad was really instrumental in, well, you know, putting the pedal to the metal with you.
Yeah, my dad would make me go take those lessons. I remember I'd be watching Batman on Thursday in the 60s, and then they say, stay tuned for the next day.
Yeah.
And then as soon as it would be coming on, I was always leaving out the door to go to my piano class. So I never got to see the second one. So, you know, but I remember, that's how far back I started taking piano lessons in 1962.
Wow.
You know, see, so.
Well, you're a fine, great pianist. When I'm over at the foundation, when you play downstairs, I listen to every note you play, pal. I do.
And I know you listen to it.
I know you do. I can't help it, man.
That's good.
Yeah, it is, man. Well, gosh, what's going on in the future with you now?
Oh, well, with me, I'm just hustling gigs as I get them because I work. That's
what we all do.
That's you know the deal. I worked at P&G for about 25 years, and I retired from there. So now
that's Procter & Gamble.
Procter & Gamble.
You made soap.
Made soap. I had Homer Simpson's job where you sit there and sleep in that chair every night. They figured me out. It took them 16 years to figure out I was full of crap. They wrote me off. Gave me a real job, but that's all right. But it left me a lot of time to think about music. I could sit there and work. I had all day, 12 hours to just work on my thing and get paid for it. And so now that I'm not there anymore, I got all day to practice.
Yep.
And now I got full-time musicianship. I used to didn't have it. I could only catch it as I could. But I always was at the foundation. I'd work 12 hours on my job, and then I'd come run the foundation. And then in
I remember that.
2013, I just let it all go, and now I just deal with that.
Cool.
And I teach my students And
you're a teacher as well?
Yeah, I'm a teacher.
Are you teaching out of a music store or at home?
No, I just teach myself.
Oh, I thought you taught.
I could, but I don't want to get them to go to a job every day. You get what I'm coming from?
No, I haven't had a real job since '73. I know exactly what you mean.
See.
And I'm a full-time musician. That's the way. That's we have a gift, man. We should go for it.
Right. And as I grew up, I was always told that, but everybody would bombard me with it. I didn't believe it. I was like, what are they talking about? I just want to play some drums. Wish they leave me alone. But then as I got older, I learned what I had to learn. I'm glad it was drilled in me and instilled in me, because as a child, when I'd come home, my father would sit there and watch me practice and give me advice and tell me what I better do. I hated it.
Well, he bought you that piano, I believe.
Yeah, he bought me the piano. This was in 1965, and I remember he leaned over to me and said, "Look here, here's the deal. I spent $1,500 on this piano, and you gonna play this piano every day until you die." And he stood with that. He stood with that, and I'm glad he did, because I wouldn't be able to have the knowledge in me that I have.
I'm glad he did too, because you play some fun stuff, man. I enjoy it.
Thanks.
I really do.
And I try to play what I know people like, and I'm technically able to play. But I know also that when the guys are upstairs having that set in that session, that if I'm going to get in that session, I better be ready.
That's fact.
Yeah.
Oh, you step up. There's no doubt. I've watched you guys. I sit there all night long, you know. Not only have I been blessed to play there, but I like to go and just sit there, have a few drinks, and all night long, you know, I'll steal Chris's chair, Chris Clark's chair, and I'll sit there and listen to every note everyone's playing.
Yeah.
I dig that.
And that's the other part of being a good musician, is sit back listening and learning from everybody else. And like you said, you know what their levels of expertise are on the instrument.
Well, Chris is, I've copped a few licks of him. He's a great player. Oh. And so are you too, man.
Thanks.
I'm trying to think if I've stolen anything from you.
Well, if you do and I know it, then I'm going.
You want some money?
I'm gonna let you have it, but I'm gonna come back on. But I'm just trying to do what I'm just trying to make it work from point A to point B, from 1 to 4, 1 to 5 on Fridays and Saturdays. The people come in to our late night jam session, because some people think that's all we do, the outer world, but that's not all we do.
Oh, no, you do a lot of educational stuff too.
Right.
You help the community. The Mutual Musicians Foundation is Kansas City. You're helping Kansas City.
We even provide internet to the 3 blocks around the neighborhood.
Hey, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know you were doing that.
Yeah, we got that with the Wi-Fi.
Well, you know, you're putting together a radio station.
A radio station now. The call letter is going to be KOJH, the oldest jazz house in the world.
Well,
and that's we working on it now. We just at the front stages of it, but our plan is to have a radio station up and going, and eventually 24 hours.
Oh, that'd be cool, man. Yeah, that'd be excellent. I'll tune in.
Yeah, hey, we want you to come on board and become a part of what we trying to do.
That'd be fun, man. I think, and I'd be honored. You know, how long has the foundation been there? How long? When's?
They created the organization, Local 627, back in 1917.
That was the Black Musicians Union Hall?
Right, in the days of segregation. Just like the Pullman Porters had their union halls, the Black Musicians had their union hall. We're one of the only union halls from the days of segregation that still exists. I think we are the only one that still has a building and that's functional. We have it. And we keep that going ourselves. Our building is a National Historic Landmark.
That's right.
We really don't get money or anything from anybody. This is us. The drinks we sell and the people who come to get the music that we give out to them, they keep this going. And our love and our sacrifice is what's keeping us going. And then at other times, things kick in. But I've seen a lot of other places go and come and go, but the foundation is always still jamming.
I'll be there this weekend. I gotta go now.
You know, and it's our love. It's a labor of love for us. For me, it is.
Well, I see it. I see it right down to the bartender, to the doorman, to the people that will take our money. You know, man, it's a real honor and a blessing just that Kansas City is able to keep this going.
And you know, we just there having fun when we there.
Yeah.
Laughing and
well, yeah, but it's happening, man. It's the music. Guys are expressing themselves from the heart, from the soul, man. You know, I'm kicking it when I play there. I've got to. because he's listening if I don't.
Oh yeah, you know.
Everybody lets me know, you know.
We're gonna ride you. But you know, when you see all the people that come into the foundation on Friday and Saturday nights, they come from all over the world.
Yeah, they all over the world.
You'll be standing there and you hear people speaking languages and they'll tell you, and you wonder, does Kansas City even, are they even aware that they have a place like this? And it's like, why are we pulling teeth to get this message out to everybody that what's happening in Kansas City, we're still it.
This is world renowned, guys.
Right.
This is the foundation. They have a club in Beijing that has 3 walls. 3 of the 4 walls is nothing but a big thing of 18th and Vine, a big panoramic picture of 18th and Vine. And they talk. I've met so many people from around the world. You know, when guys come out to where I'm gigging, you know, I always take them there. You know, after the gig, you know. So. And
everybody brings their people through, but you know, when you come in there and you see all those international people and just Kansas City people, they don't even know each other. But when they come in that room, they all, before the time to leave, everybody slept at 5 having fun. And it's like they know each other, they're all friends. And that's one good thing. You will look inside of that room and you see all races and all ages. You'll see hippies, you'll see people dressed in tuxedos. Everybody having fun, you know.
Major acts that are down at Municipal or the Kauffman Center, they come in after their gigs. They hang out there.
Hang out. And you know, James Carter. James Carter's one of our members. Just Saturday night, Mark Penner was there.
Okay.
Yeah, Mark Penner came in and played with us, you know, and he plays on Conan O'Brien show. Every week. And he's one of our members, and he always comes in and we talk the stories about Dahood and But that's our love. We love our place, and I'll fight anybody to come in there to mess with my place. So put the word out, Kansas City. I'm ready for you.
I'll tell you what, man. You've done an incredible job. Just over the years, I've seen it grow, and it's on another great upward swing. Well, it's on there, man. Kansas City, get out and see the Kansas City's Mutual Foundation, 1823 Highland. I remember the address. Hey, is there anything you want to say to our audience? Anything special other than just come out to the foundation? You know, give them some kind of advice, or just something you want to say to Kansas City?
Hey, well, Kansas City, like I said, I'm not new to here, but when people ask me, where are you from? I'm not going to lie to you. I still in my heart say St. Louis. But since I've been here 35 years, and I'm not still mad at you for the, I seen you go to the World Series, and if that guy had ran that third base, he could have got it.
I'm hip.
I'm still glad you didn't, but
hey,
I'll go ahead and tell everybody I'm from Kansas City now, because this is my home.
This is your home,
It's
man.
my home.
And
I can't
look
deny
what the impact you've done.
And I've been here longer than I was in St. Louis, so this is my home. I'm here to help out anything I can. So if you can, call me down at the foundation. We work with young musicians. We give lessons. We're about building up the young musicians, not just to play music, but we want to build their character for their community, because this got to last.
That's what it's about.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
You do such a wonderful job. I'm so honored to have you in the studio today. Thanks for coming, my friend.
All right.
Excellent. Kansas City, get out and see James Hathaway at the Kansas City Mutual's Musicians Foundation. I'm Max Groove. We'll see you next time.
I'm IFBB Bikini Pro Cat Williams, and when I'm not working out in the gym, I'm searching the web on Cascade Media and What's Up Kansas City. So make sure you check them out.